Good morning, and welcome to the 2021 Arthur J. Prescott National Honor Society Tapping and Induction Ceremony. Please respectfully stand and join the current members in saying the pledge to the American flag. Do I say it? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic with which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. We would like to thank our superintendent, Mr. Rocco Adducci, for joining us in this ceremony today and supporting all of the students of Newton Falls Schools. At this time, I would like to turn the podium over to our superintendent, Mr. Rocco Adducci, who would like to share a few words.
I'd like to welcome our students, staff, parents, grandparents, and friends. And before I start, this is a great situation here. We've had 1 year of this pandemic, and it's nice to see we're somewhere near normal as we could get at this point. It's been 1 year today. Mr. Crowder told me that. Okay, first of all, I'd like to thank a few people. We have Tom Gregory back here, who is filming this and putting it on social media, wherever that is. Mrs. Donnelly, thank you so much. And her husband, Mr. Donnelly. And the people up on this stage have a lot of people behind them, and what I want is the teachers to stand and wave, and everybody give them a round of applause because they were a big part of this program. Okay, if you're not on this stage, it doesn't mean that you can't have some leadership, scholarship, service, or character. So what I'm going to be telling you, okay, take home with you also. Thank you, staff, parents, for acting as positive role models for our students. Thank you to the present National Honor Society for continuing to uphold the principles of NHS. And also, finally, congratulations to our nominees who will remain nameless until they're tapped. One of the principles of National Honor Society, and my favorite, is character. Character, role modeling, and education in our society is becoming extremely more important. As school districts, we are looking for ways to help each student know the good, love the good, and do the good. Like many endeavors in life, it is easier to talk about character than actually do it. Here in Newton Falls, we are very fortunate to have many educators we could use as role models, and hopefully our classes as they come up are doing that. I feel a school system, we on a daily basis emphasize good moral and ethical character in our students. What is character? Your character is defined by what you do, not what you say or believe. Every choice you make helps define the kind of person you are choosing to be. Good character requires doing the right thing even when it's costly, risky, or when no one is looking. That is the most important thing. When no one has your eye on you, you still have good character and integrity. When my dad was in World War II, and I am 3 generations away from the people that are students here. So I remember why they called that generation the greatest generation, because they had some of these things that we're talking about today. Are we always with leadership, scholarship, service, and character or integrity? No. But we strive to be there. That is our goal. And it's achievable for everybody in the room, even the parents, grandparents, friends, relatives, we need to start modeling that, because what happens here, okay, to change the world, it's not just the world changing. It's our little niche, the way we raise our kids, the way we role model when no one is looking. What is the golden rule? Treating everyone like you want to be treated. That's the golden rule. And hopefully you heard it at one time in your life. We need to make difficult choices in life that set standards of integrity and defines our principles. Principles is adherence to the upright rules of conduct, and I'm sure we're going to hear about that from our students that are on the stage here. In closing, academic studies change rapidly. What is taught today in class becomes passé tomorrow. But the values, moral influences, and noteworthy characteristics we model will enhance our formal academic career for a lifetime. Very important 4 years. Very important 4 years. My hope for you as young adults is to leave this high school with a legacy that will remain constant throughout life. Let's capstone this with 4 words: love, respect, loyalty, and honesty. We keep these in our mind and our heart, and we'll be successful no matter what we do. Love, respect, loyalty, and honesty. Thank you for your kind attention and consideration for the words I had for you today. And once a tiger, always a tiger. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to introduce our high school principal, Mr. John Crowder, who would like to share a few words.
Thank you. Good morning. I have a lot less words since Mr. Ducci took all of mine. But I do want to thank, first off, our students that have provided a year of service for us, our new students that have tried their best to excel in the 4 pillars of National Honor Society. But I definitely want to thank the parents sitting behind everyone here this morning, because without you behind your children, giving them that push, giving them that kick in the butt when it's needed, they wouldn't be being inducted or tapped this morning. So students, let's thank our parents. If yours is not here today, you still need to honor them, give them a round of applause for being your parents and doing a fine job of raising you. As Mr. Ducci said, it was 1 year ago today. It was the last day that we had a full student body in this building. I want to thank Tom Gregory Films for helping us bring back a little bit of normalcy, that we can put more students in the auditorium, but we can also include grandparents, family, friends, and others that are at home watching us right now virtually. And they're going to partner with us for the remainder of the school year to continue doing this, and even into next year as things go on. But more importantly, I do want to thank Mrs. Donnelly and our National Honor Society students. I usually will address character, but as I said, Mr. Ducci has done a fine job of that. So today, I believe one of the most important pillars is service, especially in today's society. We've gone through a year of pandemic. We've sort of locked ourselves in our homes and our closets, worried about our health, our family's health. But we still need to come out of this with care and concern and service for our fellow men. These students sitting behind me, they came in on off days to tutor. They've done many things. They would help pack food for the food bank that we were passing out. Anything that has been asked of them, they have given up that time, even when health and safety were an issue. They followed the protocols and they gave their time to serve others. And if you're serving people and you have that in your heart, You have character. Those are the people that you want to have leading you. So leadership becomes an automatic if you're providing service to people. The academic piece, again, character. Your character alone says, hey, when you get that phone call at 4 o'clock, let's go down to the park or let's run out to the mall. Granted, this year you couldn't do that, but character for these students started back in elementary and middle school because they learned at that point in time, again, thanks to the parents, put your homework first and your friends, there'll still be time there for your friends, but you're providing your future by putting your grades and your academics first. To the incoming students, I challenge you to provide another year of service as we start to open things up more. There's going to be a lot of things that this town and community need, that opportunities will be there for you. But continue to be leadership role model for our underclassmen that are in this building. To our sophomores in the audience, this is the time that you have to show and demonstrate that you want to be inducted next year. So take that opportunity to see what these students are doing and follow in their footsteps. And freshmen, you see what is ahead of you and the opportunities that await for scholarships to colleges and job opportunities. So the purpose of having you here is twofold. One, to recognize and honor our National Honor Society students, but two, so that you can see what it's going to take for you to join us on the stage in the next couple years. Thank you, and again, thank you to the parents and our present National Honor Society.
At this time, I'd like to introduce our National Honor Society advisor, Mrs. Mary Ann Donnelly.
This morning, we will be formally recognizing those students who have been selected to our chapter's faculty council to be members of the Arthur J. Prescott chapter of the National Honor Society. Today, we will be calling 20 new members. Our governor, Mike DeWine, said that on every journey you take, you face choices. At every fork in the road, you make a choice. And it is those decisions that shape your lives. Those who will be called today to membership in the National Honor Society have made choices. They have chosen each time to do the right thing by their fellow man because they know the value in helping others and lifting them up when they need it. They have chosen to study for that exam or work on that project instead of going to a party, like Mr. Crowder said. They have even researched deeper into a topic covered in class because they value the knowledge and craved more information. They have demonstrated how to lead in many different ways, as they know you don't need to be a class or club officer to show leadership. They have chosen to be honorable and to be someone who can be relied on because they know it's not about material possessions, it's about your character. Once inducted, members are charged with the responsibility to uphold the pledge they make today and to demonstrate qualities that earned them the honor of being inducted. Each of these students, like those before them, will improve these qualities, our pillars of the National Honor Society, of character, leadership, service, and scholarship. They each will strive to be better tomorrow than they are today, which is a great example for all of us to follow. Gandhi said that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Each year, our chapter of the National Honor Society strives to participate in as many service projects as we can. This year, like many others, due to the pandemic, we have struggled with the balance between safety and service. But like Dr. Anthony Fauci said, I believe I have a personal responsibility to make a positive impact on society. We have found a way to make that positive impact. We have provided services and helped out at several events throughout the district, including assisting the technology department in packaging over 1,100 Chromebooks for the start of school. We directed traffic for the ACT test while the school's parking lot and driveway were being paved on the day of the test. We acted as line judges for volleyball. We continued the Red Ribbon Week campaign, Say Hello Week, and introduced Say Something Week, which we will once again be holding the week of March 22nd. We continued to maintain the Tiger Den Learning Center, offering virtual Tiger Den Learning Center hours last spring, and in person when we returned to school this fall. We also planted red tulip bulbs at the board office flower bed, which should begin popping up soon, as a reminder to say no to drugs and the everlasting love for our fellow Tigers. We hope that they will do well and multiply through the years, as our membership and our influence does. In addition to the services provided to their fellow students and district, they have reached outside of the school into the local community. Although we have had less frequent requests for assistance this year, as most events were canceled or postponed, we were able to assist the Kiwanis Club with the backpack program and the American Legion with the flag removal in the cemetery. We also helped with fall and winter yard work for local families in need of assistance due to medical issues. We once again held our zombie run, though it was held virtually this year. Being virtual, though, our zombies were able to choose their run location, day, and time, and as a result, we had entrants from as far away as St. Louis, Missouri. With our ticket sales from the zombie run, we were able to donate $400 in toys to Santa for the Santa workshop in town. We also held a free Christmas event where the North Pole elves and Mrs. Claus met with the children of Newton Falls and beyond through a virtual video conference to have some fun, tell stories, sing, and show them how to make some crafts for the holidays. We are currently planning our Easter version in the hopes that it will be just as successful. Above these group activities, the members have also been working on individual service projects. Each year, members are charged to provide at least 30 hours of personal community service to locations and groups of their interest. Some of the services provided this year include helping out at the Church Mouse, Fairhaven, the Special Olympics, the Farmers to Families Food Box Program, writing Christmas cards to residents in nursing homes, St. Jude's, and hospitals, helping the Board of Elections on Election Day, shopping for and delivering groceries and other necessities for the elderly during the quarantine, as well as helping at animal shelters and horse stables, among others. Each year, we look for projects that have a global reach as well. This year, we are joining other National Honor Society chapters to help build sustainable schools in Côte d'Ivoire in West Africa by purchasing bricks made of recycled plastic. We will be purchasing a brick for each of our members, including the new inductees who will be called today. With COVID-19 safety in mind, we elected not to purchase coffee and donuts for the inductees and their families at this induction ceremony. Instead, we will be using the funds we normally budget for these snacks and will be purchasing 10 additional bricks for the Sustainable School Project in West Africa. At this time, I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to all of our new members who will be inducted today into the centennial membership of the National Honor Society. I look forward to working with you and seeing you grow in the upcoming months and year to come. Those who will be called today are individuals who strive for self-improvement and will never be satisfied to remain at just the status quo. They accept their weaknesses and use their knowledge of self-awareness to overcome and learn from them. Based on the history and success of past members, on behalf of myself and all of the staff here at Newton Falls High School, I know that I can say we cannot wait to see what you accomplish as the next group of members of the Arthur J. Prescott chapter of the National Honor Society. To our current members who will be graduates soon, I challenge you to continue to be the pillars of your community. Never allow yourself to stop learning or providing for your fellow man. You can achieve whatever you set your mind to, and you all have so many different talents. Make sure that you don't waste any of them. William Arthur Ward, who just so happened to have been born in 1921, the same year that the National Honor Society was founded and the organization that you served in this past year, once said, "If you can imagine it, you can achieve it. If you can dream it, you can become it." Take those words to heart and continue to work towards the dreams that you have and make them happen. Now we will have Samantha Four, our historian, say a few words.
The National Honor Society was founded in 1921, 100 years ago. With the help of many dedicated school leaders, the NHS now consists of nearly 18,000 schools worldwide that celebrate students each year for their commitment to and demonstration of the 4 pillars: scholarship, service, leadership, and character. In the last 100 years, the face of education has changed so much, and so has the NHS. Over the years, the organization has increased access to more and more students and supporting schools by shining a light on the values that the NHS was founded upon. The NHS chapters are founded in all 50 states, U.S. territories, Canada, and all around the world. Chapter membership not only recognizes students for their accomplishments, but challenges them to develop further through active involvement in school activities and community service. Being such a large organization, many people think that our strength is in our numbers, but our strength is actually in our members. As an NHS student, member is a member for life. NHS students grow into accomplished leaders within their communities, their careers, and beyond. Long after graduation, they continue to inspire others by being incredible citizens, spreading the NHS legacy far and wide. As we set sight on the next 100 years, for all the new members we will induct and all the service we will do, we must never forget the ideals the NHS was founded upon and all the members who have come before, some who you might know, like Alan Alda from the hit TV show MASH, Sheryl Crow, singer, President Ford, Fred Mac McMurray, actor, Meryl Streep, actor, Taylor Swift, singer, Carrie Underwood, singer, David Muir, lead anchor of ABC Nightly News, Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers, and of course, your fellow Tigers, like those seated before you today. Thank you.
The National Honor Society came into existence on March 1st of 1921. Joining the membership throughout the century have been countless humanitarians, astronauts, doctors, researchers, inventors, musicians, actors, Olympians, even some people who you've heard of in the last year, like Northeast Ohio's own Dr. Amy Acton, who grew up not far from here in Youngstown, who was homeless and lived in a tent while in school, but still persevered, showing that anyone who wants to can make something of themselves, no matter what circumstances they find themselves growing up in. According to our charter, our National Honor Society chapter began here in Newton Falls a little later than that, on April 10th of 1957. It was originally called the Newton Falls chapter of the National Honor Society, but its name was changed in 1969 after the founder, Arthur J. Prescott, who was an English teacher, counselor, and superintendent here in Newton Falls, as well as the author of our school's alma mater, died at the age of just 49. Every year since our chapter began here in Newton Falls, we have had new members inducted, many of whom have gone on to accomplish impressive things, such as working for NASA, like Julie Levery, becoming award-winning basketball coaches like Roy Sembach, or even our current school board president, Amy Crowder, among many others. Please take some time today to look at the posters that we've displayed of our past members and see if you can pick out some of your other teachers and coaches. We have had also a wonderful set of advisors who believed in the students of Newton Falls with all of their hearts and helped mold this chapter into the group that it has become today. I feel honored to be the advisor of this chapter and to be able to work with the fine young ladies and gentlemen that we have every year. Being that this is the centennial celebration of the NHS, I reached out to some of our past member advisors who would also have been here today if not for the pandemic. Fortunately, a few were still able to join us today with a few words to our new membership via video.
My name is Paul Ashok. I taught biology at Newton Falls High School from 1987 to 2008. During that time, I was a National Honor Society advisor. I'd like to congratulate you for your achievements on this momentous anniversary of the National Honor Society. I know the amount of effort it takes to get this award. I want to encourage all of you to live up to those 4 standards of the National Honor Society, which are scholarship, leadership, service, and character.
I wish success for all of you in your future endeavors.
I want to thank Mrs. Donnelly for including me in the National Honor Society 100th anniversary. National Honor Society has been a big part of my life for quite a few years. I was inducted in 1970 in the southern part of Ohio called Jackson. It was a great experience for me. We had the same kind of projects and the same kind of tapping ceremony, and to be able to relive that when I was the advisor was just awesome. I was advisor between Mr. Layshawk and Mrs. Donnelly. We had service projects, and one of our projects was the backpack project. We had different things, raking leaves. We had Christmas giveaways for the parents and the people who didn't have food. We had Thanksgiving. It was a really good team. Every year was a great team, and I am thankful that I got to be part of their world and be able to see life in Newton Falls through their eyes. We had wonderful people who led the National Honor Society meetings, and for that I'm forever thankful. Congratulations to all of you. I don't know you in person anymore, but I want to say that it's a great accomplishment to be recognized as the 2021 National Honor Society group. Have a good day.
Hi everyone. I wanted to take this time and extend my sincere congratulations to the new inductees of National Honor Society. As a former National Honor Society student and advisor myself, I know firsthand the hard work, dedication, and perseverance required to be inducted and participate as a National Honor Society student. I'm extremely proud of all of your accomplishments, and I look forward to watching all of your future successes.
Other past advisors who have just spoken was inducted into the National Honor Society chapter at my school in 1993. It was my honor and privilege to be advisor of this hardworking chapter for this centennial celebration of the National Honor Society. Again, I look forward to working with all of the new inductees and could not wait to see all the great deeds you do as members in the next year and throughout your lifetime. I challenge any current member or inductee from the Newton Falls area to someday be a teacher and advisor of a National Honor Society chapter like your current and former advisors. And to always remember, as Shep Hyken said, every interaction you have with others is an opportunity to make a positive impact on others. Now, before I step away from the podium, you may have noticed that there is a whole section of seats here in the middle that is empty. That is where our new inductees are going to sit this year. Due to COVID-19 and needing extra spacing, they're not going to be sitting with us here on the stage today, but we did want a special location just for them. So if you become tapped today, you're going to sit in these seats, one seat apart, one row apart. Just sit in the next available seat when the time is yours. At this time, I would like to call our president, Olivia Van Overbeck, back to the podium to begin the official installation of our new membership.
This morning, the membership of the Arthur J. Prescott chapter of National Honor Society will be inducting its new members. The candle burning before us is a symbol of our emblem, a burning torch superimposed upon a keystone supported at the base by the letters CSLS, representing the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society. Our 4 additional officers will review the pillars and the qualities of the candidates. Our Vice President, Blake Spurlock, could not make it today, so Madison Hayden will be reading the pillar instead.
Scholarship. Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended. For human education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life, which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, the torch guiding us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through opportunities inherent in scholarship.
The second pillar, leadership, will be explained by our Secretary, Bailey Adams.
Leadership. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking initiative in the classroom and in-school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to reach their common goals of success. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a school, community, or nation, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed, thus, to lead is a meaningful and substantive charge to each of our members.
The third pillar, service, will be explained by our treasurer, Atlanta Spallinger.
Service. Service can be established in the routine of a day's work where many opportunities arise to help others, both at school and in the community. A willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or public recognition is the quality to seek in our membership and promote for the entire student body. We are committed to volunteering our time and talents for the creation of a better tomorrow.
The fourth pillar, character, will be explained by our historian, Samantha Four.
Character. Character is the force within the individual that distinguishes each person from others. It creates for each of us our individuality, our personality, our goodness. It is that without which no one can respect oneself nor hope to attain the respect from others. It is the force of character that guides one through life and, once developed, grows steadily within. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant thought and action, the daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others, to be rather than to seem. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, reliability, honesty, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, sincerity, and citizenship, we must hope to prove by example that we value character. Thank you.
At this time, we will begin the tapping ceremony. As your name is called, please stand, walk to the front of the stage, and meet a National Honor Society member. Proceed to the stage for congratulations, to sign the official chapter membership registry, and to receive your certificate, pin, and membership card. The National Honor Society calls Alexandria Drake. The National Honor Society calls Olivia Vallow. The National Honor Society calls Kaylin Donnelly. The National Honor Society calls Sage Elliott. The National Honor Society calls Holly Hedge. The National Honor Society calls Sophia Tavarich. The National Honor Society calls Lindsay Gardner. The National Honor Society calls David Duffy. The National Honor Society calls Ruby Andricott. The National Honor Society calls Jaden Kelly. The National Honor Society calls Emily Knight. The National Honor Society calls Brenna Landa, who could not be in attendance today. The National Honor Society calls Joseph Hall. The National Honor Society calls Joelle Hood. The National Honor Society calls Alex Persino. The National Honor Society calls Kaylee Markham. The National Honor Society calls Bethany McCausland. The National Honor Society calls Cadence Stewart. The National Honor Society calls Caitlin Beach. The National Honor Society calls Curtis Hart. have now heard the pillars of our principles explained to you, and you are now ready to take the pledge. Please stand, current and new inductee members, and repeat after me. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of National Honor Society to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school and will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Congratulations, you are now members of the Arthur J. Prescott chapter of the National Honor Society. Please be seated. At this time, I'm going to turn over the stage to our guidance counselor, Mr. Scott Kernan, for the Buckeye Girls and Boys State delegate presentation and the Americanism test results. Mr. Kernan.
You did a nice job.
While we wait for Mr. Kernan to come down, I just want to let you know Mr. Adducci is headed out to a meeting that he needed to get to, so he apologizes for his removal.
I think he just doesn't like me. You're going to lunch, aren't you? Okay. Thanks, Mr. Adducci. First of all, good morning, everyone. Congratulations. I'm fogging up, Mrs. Donnelly. I can't do this. Here we go. Congratulations, everyone, and to the new members, to the old members, well done. To the parents, obviously, you've done a great job with your children. Keep it up. I want to start off by saying thank you to the American Legion Post 236 for all they do for our community and for all they do for our students. And that includes sponsoring these two great programs, Boys and Girls State. So thank you, Donna, and your organization. Before I introduce our American Legion representative and we bring our delegates up on stage, I'd like to tell you a little bit about Boys and Girls State. Buckeye Boys State started in 1936 and Buckeye Girls State started in 1947. Now notice the name, Buckeye Boys and Girls State. Now, there are Boys and Girls State programs that are conducted in nearly every state in our country. But the Buckeye programs are the biggest, the best, and the most well-attended Boys and Girls State programs in our country. So we can be proud of that here in Ohio. The young men and women that you will see up here on the stage today will not only be representing Newton Falls, but they'll be representing our state of Ohio and our country as well. If you're new to this type of assembly for Buckeye Boys and Girls State, you might be asking yourself, what is the program? What are these Buckeye Boys and Girls State programs? What's the purpose of the programs? What do they do at Buckeye Boys and Girls State? The brochure answer to these questions is this. It's a hands-on experience in the operation of the democratic form of government, the organization of political parties, and the relationship of one to the other in shaping Ohio government. Young men and women will learn about city, county, and state government through a nonpartisan, objective approach. Now, all that's true, and that's the nuts and bolts of both programs, but there's so much more than that behind the scenes. Boys and Girls State is about change. It's about young men and women who may be shy, maybe anxious, reserved, quiet. It's about them becoming outgoing leaders. It's about being away from home for a week without their mom and dad. It's about living on a college campus and interacting and socializing with students their own age. Boys State is at Miami University in Oxford, Ohio, that's 4.5 hours away. So they get to get away from mom, right? Girls State is just down the road here at Mount Union University. That's only 35 minutes, but it's about getting away. It's about learning how to express their beliefs and ideas and have appropriate civilized debates, at the same time respecting each other's differences. It's an eye-opening experience in which students become aware that there is life outside of Newton Falls, and at the same time they get to reflect and learn to appreciate what this small town has done for them. It's about forming friendships with people that are different than them. They come from different schools, different ethnicities, different race, different religious beliefs, and so much more. I said earlier that Boys and Girls State is about change. Our young men and women who will represent us this summer will be our future leaders. Their perspective on life will be different after this experience. It will be an experience they will never forget, and we will anticipate hearing their stories and experiences when they return. Now I'd like to turn it over to the American Legion representative who does so much for our community and our school district, Donna Ball.
Thank you. I don't know why anybody would want to get away from their mother, though, but okay. Okay, we'll start with our Buckeye Boys State delegates. We have Nicholas Ball, and David Duffy. Our Girls State delegates, Haley Brooks, Alexandria Drake, Sage Elliott, Joelle Hood, Emily Knight, and Olivia Vallow. Congratulations to all our winners. We had some great interviews and we had some great applications, and we enjoy doing this every year and seeing what the school has to represent them. They do a great job. Okay, our Americanism test winners, we have 2 for the grades 10, 11, and 12. They get a certificate, and they also get a monetary award of $75. For 12th grade, Spencer Koslow, Bailey Adams, for 11th grade, Nicholas Ball, and Alexandria Drake. For 10th grade, Mason McConaughey, and Arlene Adams. This test is not easy, and these kids did great. We'll make special mention, our highest scorer was Alexandria Drake. Thank you.
All right, congratulations to the Americanism test winners and Buckeye boys and girls state delegates. Let's give them a round of applause. That's it, Dawn.
Thank you all for attending our National Honor Society induction ceremony and the presentation of the Buckeye Girls and Boys State delegates, as well as the Americanism Test Awards. In just a moment, the National Honor Society members will recess. New inductees should follow the old members out of the recession when Mrs. Donnelly gets to your row. But before doing so, please join me once again in applauding all of our new Honor Society members, Girl and Boy State delegates, and Americanism Test awardees. Thank you. After the members of the National Honor Society recess, we invite all family members to exit to the commons. We ask that all the student body sit down and remain until you are released. Will everyone now please stand as our officers extinguish the pillar candles and members of the National Honor Society recess?